Today, we're going to build an Arc-170 fighter using 24 LEGO pieces.
These are all the pieces you are going to need. In the description of this video, I left the piece names, count, and design IDs.
We're going to start with my favorite piece, the Travis brick. And on the bottom of that Travis brick, we've got that big old open hole. Well, I'm going to get a 1x1 plate and put it in that open hole to one, kind of cover up the hole so my ship looks more solid, and two, I need to extend this body of my Arc fighter out. So I'm going to put a plate here on the bottom and a 1x1 plate on the top stud of my Travis brick. And then when I turn it on its side, I've got the back of my fighter and the front. And now on that front 1x1 plate, I'm going to grab a headlight brick. And I want the headlight brick so that the stud of the headlight is facing up or on the top of my fighter, because that's where the canopy is going to go. Now that I've got the body done, I got to start creating that long nose. So to create a long nose, I'm just going to get a standard 1x1 brick. Put that brick onto the headlight brick, and I still want to make it a little bit longer, so I'm going to get another 1x1 plate, but this time in this dark red color. And I'm using dark red to kind of simulate the colors of the Republic fighters and their military, so I got that dark red piece. Next, I'm going to get a 1x1 plate with vertical tooth. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that plate onto the red plate and have the tooth, that vertical tooth, go on the bottom of my Starfighter to kind of create the front end that drops down. And ideally, I would have loved to have had this tooth piece in a red or dark red, but I only had it in white, and we use the pieces we have. But if you have red, I would suggest using that. But once that's in place, now I'm going to create that fun tip, that sharp tip in the front of the Arc fighter. And to do that, I'm going to get this 1x1 double sloped piece. I think it's like a 45-degree angle. And what I want to do is I want to have those slopes on the left and right of my fighter. So when you're looking at it from the top, it looks like this. You've got those curved ends on the side, and it better replicates the Arc-170's nose cone. And now, once I've got my body here, I can start building all those fun little details. So, like I said, that headlight brick stud is going to be our cockpit canopy. And so to build that, we're going to get this cheese wedge slope in a dark translucent black color, put that thin end in the front, and have it slope to the back of our fighter. And now you'll notice this big old gap in the back. Well, I'm going to fill that in with a 1x2 round plate. So I have this 1x2 round plate. And what I'm going to do is on the bottom of that, you're going to see that anti-stud right in the center. I'm going to put that anti-stud into that open stud of the Travis brick like this. And now that that's on top, when you look at the Arc-170 fighter, there's like another second canopy here on the back. I'm going to grab a round translucent black 1x1 tile and put it in the front stud right behind my front canopy. And then to round it out and back, I'm going to grab a 1x1 tile with extended half circle and put the flat end near the canopy and then the rounded end in the back. And so now my body is complete, and all I gotta do is create those wings. And for the wings, I'm gonna start with two of these 1x1 tap pieces. And I'm gonna put the tap piece, the thicker end, the big end, goes towards the front. And I'm gonna put the handle into that side hole of my Travis brick like this. I'm just gonna push it all the way in like this. Got my tap piece handle, put it into the hole, shove it all the way in, got the thick end in front. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab a 1x2 plate with clip on top. And I'm going to put that clip on top, so I'm going to turn it around and clip it right here on the bar of that tap piece like this. And the reason I'm using a clip on the top is because I like how you put these on, they kind of angle the wings down a bit, and they kind of get that sloping look of the Arc fighter, which actually has two smaller wings and then the big wing. That kind of gives the illusion with that sloping, so I love that. And now, for the thicker end of that tap piece, we got that thick end of the tap piece, I'm going to create those big engines using a 1x1 round brick. And I'm going to take that top stud of the round brick and put it into the larger end of the tap piece like that. And I do it to both ends to create the larger engines of the Arc-170 fighter. And in the back, we've got those smaller ends of the tap piece. For those, I'm going to grab two 1x1 round plates with open stud. And I like that open stud because when I put it, you put the bottom of that round plate into the back of the tap piece. But when you do that, it kind of looks like the openings to the engine. So I like having the open stud on that tap piece. So now I've got the engines and I've got the wings, but hey, this is a military vehicle, a Starfighter. So I need to put some lasers on this thing. So to put the laser cannons, I'm gonna grab two 1x1 plates with ring, and I'm gonna put those underneath. So the stud is on the bottom of my Arc-Fighter, so I'm gonna put the plate on the bottom stud so that ring is hanging over the side. And I do that to both ends on the bottom of my Arc-170 fighter. And for the laser cannons, I'm gonna use this 2L bar with stop ring. And that allows me to put the 2L bar into the front of the ring all the way to the stop ring, both ends, and I've got a completed Arc-170 fighter for the Republic to fight the Separatists.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe or check out some of our other videos. Until next time, let's keep building together.